Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 Game Day. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Tyler in the house.
Kind of.
Apparently, we do not. What is
One
this?
second. I don't know.
First off, why do you have Jim's face? Tyler is now. We've lost Tyler, everybody. But for those that are still with us, welcome to the show. At Paul Skenes making his second start for Altoona Curve, his fifth professional start. If you want to count all the other ones beforehand. And it's about to get ready here. So while we're waiting on Tyler, I guess to talk, his last start wasn't great. Of course, you look at the numbers. He has a 54. Uh, but yeah, it looked like there's a lot of lack of command, more or less. Didn't look too sharp. Uh, Something we haven't seen out of him so far, and obviously in LSU, you really haven't seen that too much. So, like, it just is what it is. He came out saying it's a bad start, whatever. What I'm looking forward to this one is a bounce back. I don't anticipate him going probably more than 2 innings again. If he does go 2 innings, right? So he's probably like on a 30 pitch count / 2 inning limit, whichever comes first, more or less. So yeah, like I said, this time I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing him pitch better, right? Seeing the command there, have a nice outing.
All right, I'm back. How's the mic now?
Welcome. Mike's good.
All right. And one more thing to mention, people can tune in as well on MILB TV. It is the free game of the day. So if you do want to see Paul Skenes start, you can actually watch it. Watch along with us.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. They're saying my mic's not working right, so
I hear you loud and clear, but you never know.
I don't know. Like, I'm not using my AirPod as the mic. It's an actual mic here. Tyler says he hears me.
Yeah, it could have just been my whole issue I had going on at the same time that was cutting
Maybe
you in and out, but
it's really, really bad.
all right, we're good.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, it's about to start. It looks like we've all taken the field. With Erie as the home team. Paul Skenes will pitch the next half inning. So Altoona's up to bat. So we have a little bit to talk about, I guess, before Paul makes his first pitch.
National anthem's happening. We don't talk during that.
No, it's not.
It is on my screen.
They're warming up on my screen.
On mine, the national anthem's happening.
Oh, okay.
Just pointing out what's happening on mine.
At any rate, Kenny says, talk about McAdoo. Okay, that's our boy. I love McAdoo.
Oh, I mean, your boy.
All right, fine. It's my boy. But I don't know if I'm calling a home run this time from him. He's certainly cooled off, though. Who's keeping the pace he was on?
I'm just skipping ahead because I don't know if I'm behind because of all of my troubles I've had.
Gotcha. But at any rate, McAdoo, I mean, I said he cooled off. Not really. He's batting 354, 455, 174 weighted runs created plus. 18 games now. Granted, again, it is low A. He should probably be doing this. But again, it's nice that you're doing this and not struggling.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't really have much interest in him.
Then let's move on to the show is really about. Let's go ahead and talk about Paul Skenes. What do you want to see today?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I didn't want to come back with another domination because it is tougher to dominate AA. This is probably the level he should be at right now. I think you just want to see a clean, probably 2 innings tonight. I don't know if we're going to see domination because they're really probably not going to let him do the type of things that he needs to do to dominate. There's things he's going to work on, so it's not going to probably look as just perfect as it could. Just want to see a couple clean innings. Good fastball command. Mix the change up in a little bit. I'd like to see some more the little bit of the slider play today, but that's really it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. You know, it's only going to be 2 innings likely. So just erase last outing where he didn't have the command, right?
Yeah.
As Robert here said, strikes, right. You're like, let's throw some strikes. Let's be more efficient. Let's get out of the first inning.
Yeah.
Let's make it to the second inning, and do that within like 30 pitches and call it a day.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's another good point is you want to see the efficiency a little bit.
Yes.
Also the velocity. You want to see him maintain that. Which I don't really know that it's been a problem, but we're
Not
Pirates fans.
really.
We're kind of trained to be ready for a velocity drop off.
Yeah, like he's been hitting 98, 99 consistently.
Yeah.
I don't see any issue with the velocity at this point.
Yeah, but we're Pirates fans.
I'm aware.
We know it's
That
coming.
that doesn't happen till later.
While all this is happening, Eduardo, I didn't get to bring this up to you in text earlier. I don't know if you followed along with the RSN stuff with the Penguins. I know you did a little bit.
Mhm.
Did you happen to see that the Penguins laid off their play-by-play or they're changing their play-by-play and their color commentator?
Okay, so you want my take on that?
Sure.
I saw it. I don't know who these people are. I don't watch hockey.
I understand that, but
Fair?
I am just thinking if you saw that, my brain went to what's going to happen to the Pirates if they were to go with them.
Sure. So if you want to direct it to that sense, yeah. I don't know what they've decided. I mean, it seemed as if they were leaning towards MLB anyways than
Right.
going with them. I don't know what that would mean as far as like personnel. I kind of assume if they go with MLB, they just
Right.
everything just kind of switches over. If they go with this Pittsburgh, what's it called again? Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh
Sports Network,
Sportsnet, I believe.
Sportsnet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be some changes.
Yeah, I don't know. It does seem like if they were to go to the Pittsburgh Sportsnet, it might be an overhaul.
Could be.
A lot of good people there. That's a shame.
For sure.
Well,
So
we're
we have
getting
one
close.
out. There's 2 outs.
All right, we are lined up, buddy. I caught up
Oh,
to you.
nice. No more national anthem.
I had to jump ahead of here. Tell you what, Paul Skenes needs to be efficient because he's going to interrupt my high school football watching.
Not again.
Nah, my Blue Devils are away tonight.
Who's on the post game with me tonight?
Me.
Oh, it's us again? Okay.
Yeah. We're running it
Of
back.
course. Of course. So you're going to watch the high school football game?
No.
Because I was going to say, there's a
maybe,
lot of
kind
comments
of.
here about Andor. And for all those that are asking, and Triolo and such, we'll talk about that later. So tonight's post game will be on again. And so we'll talk about it then.
Yeah. Some not too great at bats here from anybody, really.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't really been paying attention. Been more talking with you right now.
Yeah. But I mean, does anybody really care to watch Matt Gorski bat? If your name's not Cody Duncan.
Yeah, that's fair. Although Chang, but Frazier and Gorski, yeah.
And we wait. And wait. And wait. Are people really giving me shit about Ohio high school football? Like, I like football. I want to watch football. Leave me alone.
As he's set to do a baseball post game show tonight.
I've been doing baseball for 8 months. I want a little reprieve.
To be fair, we could probably do the post game right now.
Oh yeah. Is Andor in the lineup? Not to talk about him, but
you know, I saw the lineup. I don't think so.
I didn't look that hard. I didn't think I saw his name. 'Cause I
Endy's in
feel
the
like
lineup, and he's not catching.
what's he doing? I didn't look
DH.
that hard. Okay.
He's DHing. How about
Okay.
that? He can hit if he's not catching.
Well, you gotta give Kutch a day off to do that. That's a nice swing. Found something elevated there. 95 up in the zone. Turned on it.
Money Manziel.
It was a nice swing. 95 up in the zone, able to turn on that. And
But yeah, to answer your question, Andor is not in the lineup. Just Rivas, Palacios. It's not a terrible lineup. Again,
I mean,
don't mind delay catching.
yeah. I mean,
Endy there DHing.
I would like Endy to get a little bit of love at first base every now and then. Just because I don't really want to watch Rivas play ever.
Facts. Ooh. It's right there. All right, Mark's saying here comes Paul, so we must be behind.
Mark's a bit ahead of us.
All right, there it is. 1, 2, 3. All right, Tyler, it's Paul Skenes time.
Yep.
Will he lower his 54 ERA?
God, I hope so.
So we said what we want to talk about. Make your prediction now.
Ooh.
Because we were way off last week.
I think he gets through 2 clean innings. I think he'll walk 1, strike out 2. Maybe give up a hit.
2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts.
We're both on the same page as the 1 strikeout an inning.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
So how many more starts do we possibly get with Skenes?
That's a good question. And back to Connor was on, we kind of talked about it. They've said that he's going to finish out the Altoona season, which makes you believe probably like 4 starts, so like 3 more after this one. Now, granted, Indy's season still continues. So do you see him? Because they didn't say, like, he just said they're going to finish out Altoona season.
Yeah.
That could two things could happen in that statement. But yeah, I guess that I would probably mean like about 3 more starts, and then maybe we see one in Indianapolis. That would be really cool.
Yeah. We are winding down on the season.
It's September 1st.
Yeah.
Can you, first off, baseball aside, can you just believe that it's September 1st? The year is almost over.
Yeah.
And I'm talking 2023,
Wild.
not baseball season.
Yeah. This year has flown by.
That's why like football season is like that gift and a curse right now. It's football season. You should be excited, right? And then it's like, damn, summer's over, which means
I love
year's
fall,
about
man.
to be over.
Man, we'll get into it after Paul Skenes. Some way more important things happening.
All right, here we go. Oh, we're not even showing it.
He is a big
I'm a
dude.
terrible producer. First pitch, strike.
98.
Second pitch, strike. Ooh. We're perfect so far.
I'm 99. Okay. He's such a big dude. He's a mammoth, man.
So, I just have to show this. I can't wait. We'll take one into our question. Yeah. That was good.
Is that a slider there?
Anyways, this is a stupid question, Sean Hooper says, but is there a MILB Hall of Fame? And if so, when does Andujar go in?
A couple more years like he's put together, he might be in the Indianapolis Indians Hall of Fame.
Is it right? Hopefully that doesn't happen, but
yeah, we see a slider there as strike 3. Couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, 89 mile an hour.
Yeah, he kind of hung that one. Not a great pitch, but you get by when you can do what he can do.
But I think that's what we're talking a little bit about last week when Connor was on. It's like his stuff is so good, just throw it.
And we saw
Just
a
just throw
very
it.
good slider there.
Yeah.
The
Kenny says he's about 3 pitches behind. Agree. There's another strikeout, although with us it's a 1-1 count. So
right.
he's already hit our 2 strikeout prediction, Tyler. You said he's probably not going to dominate, and so far, complete domination.
And then strike 2 there, another good spot. Just pounds down at the knees. He has the run on it. Might as well. Since we're just giving away everything. Goes back to the slider.
So we talked efficiency. So far, 2 strikeouts on 8 pitches.
Whew. It's the look too, man. Those 2 strikeouts, dudes looked overmatched. This is a good matchup.
Yeah, Jace Jung. Pretty much the only one in their lineup that
has a shot to be a major leaguer.
Right. Detroit system's so bad right now, too.
Yeah, I probably should have taken that into account whenever I talked about what I wanted to see. Because it's basically like a Bradenton game.
Well, we got a single.
There's the hit I talked about. I mean, I think we're not talking about the important stuff. Is Livy there?
Security. Oh.
Yeah. Just elevated a bit too much.
That was a weak hit, too.
Yeah, he just elevated, left it out over
the
the plate.
Were they shifting on him a little? Like, that just went right through.
Yeah, so that's probably a play that I think a competent major league second baseman makes.
How close was he to first? I mean, geez.
Yeah, that was weird. Either way, it wasn't a great pitch. Probably wants a little more run on that, but whatever.
I assume that's the cutter.
I didn't see the velo on it, but
84. Didn't cut much either.
Yep. Bucko Mike, normally they are.
And there's the ground out. All right. So first inning.
Very
2
clean.
strikeouts right away. Hit. Ground out.
Yeah, stayed in the zone a lot. It seemed like he was focused on pounding down a little bit. He did elevate a little bit there. Jung gets a single on one, but yeah. Not bad.
Nope. Also 14 pitches in that first inning. So back to our efficiency.
Yeah.
Certainly on pace. I mean, he's going to go in there for the second.
Yeah. I haven't looked at the Detroit AA team's lineup, but I'd be interested to see if there's any lefties coming up because I'd like to see the changeup get mixed in a hair.
Well, Santana is a righty. Myers is a lefty.
Jung was a lefty, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And Holton is a righty. And if he makes it to Joyce, he is a righty.
So yeah, I mean, good clean first. First two guys looked very overmatched. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. And again, granted, it's not the most competitive lineup, but
No.
still double A hitters. Still 1 and 2 in that lineup as it is. So
Yep.
they're already doing a pitching change. So we have Austin Bergner replacing Tyler Madison. He's from Boca Raton.
Minor League Baseball is so terrible.
Why is that, Tyler?
Just stuff like this. It's just so unserious. I don't like things where you're not really trying to win. I don't like anything really developmental.
But that's what the
Like,
minor leagues are about.
I know, but when the focus is so much on development, like I don't understand people that have like the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. There are people that have season tickets. Why? And they go and cheer for them. Why?
Something to do. I don't know, because it's Mahoning Valley.
I know, but like, why? Go watch
They're
high school
fun,
football.
and like season tickets cost you like $19.73.
You ain't lying. You break them free as a giveaway.
So
I think
like,
they have
why not?
raffles for them. Granted, Mahoning Valley Scrappers are no longer a minor league baseball team,
But still, point remains.
I have not been to a Mahoning Valley Scrapper game since they weren't. So I used to go on Buck Night all the time. Dollar beers, dollar dogs.
Oh, really?
Those were good times.
I've gone before. I think I was like in middle school though.
And then then every now and then I go when I went to Will Craig's debut because they played Jamestown.
Yeah,
I think it was Jamestown Jammers at the time.
that was a big debut.
Yeah. Went and watched Harold Ramirez. Who started that game? Nebraska started that game.
Nice.
I watched him and thought this guy stinks.
Well, except for that half inning in the majors, he came up big. Carter Benz grounds out.
Yeah. Whatever. They can go 3 up, 3 down. Just give me more Skenes. Let's go. Sorry, Skins.
Gonzalez grounds out. That's interesting. So Connor says the in-stadium gun at Altoona didn't display pitches over 99. First off, why? As he says here, and game day was somebody up in the booth's best guess as to where and what it was. So I guess that's something to take note. We know Paul Skenes can hit 101, but if he does, it'll register as 99.
Radar guns are pretty shaky in the minors, which makes no sense. Like a radar gun's not that expensive.
What do you swing at? But 'tis Connor Scott.
Like, it really just does. When you really think about it, not having an accurate radar gun in AA baseball, it's very stupid. Like you can get a pocket radar for $1,000, less than that, 600. It's just silly. And you're telling me they can't just like get all the whatever bullcrap the Major League Baseball has now with the lasers and crap? Like, come on.
Right.
Well, then again, they can't pay players over like $500 a month, so I'm just rambling over here.
But I mean, it's a fair point. I mean, there are some like literal stadiums that have StatCast, and then there's some stadiums that don't have a radar gun. Makes sense, or at
And
least an adequate one.
you know what? It does make sense that now when you go to a minor league game and you see all the scouts with their own guns, that makes sense. Don't trust the one up there.
Well, I think I would do that regardless. Yeah, because I'm
Probably.
like,
Yeah, who's going to bump it up a hair?
right.
Like, it's trade season. Bump one.
We're planning on, right.
Let's notch it up from 9. Like, he throws 93. Let's just give a little bit of juice.
Exactly.
Turn it back down when the other team's up.
Jared Jones all of a sudden throws 106. You know what? We'll give you Ohtani.
Not even
All
if he's
right.
on waivers.
Let's not go there. So Ski's coming back out. We mentioned facing. Oh, yeah, lefty right up to that.
So if this is quick,
Myers is lefty.
Does he get a third? I would
How
guess
quick
no.
are we talking? I'm gonna guess no. Just
I don't know, 10 pitches or less.
no. I feel like that puts them right about where they're comfortable with.
I'm also with you. I don't think he goes 3. I also just don't really think there's a reason to go 3.
They've really come out and just said how he's going to pitch under 20 innings.
Yeah.
They're not stretching him out. I feel like just choose the cap.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get 1 3-inning here somewhere.
Like the end of the year, possibly.
Maybe.
If ever, even then, I don't know if it happens.
Right. Just kind of feels like they control everything. Get him out there for 2 innings, learn, develop in the offseason.
Get a little excitement.
Now, Chris Myers is from Miamisburg, Ohio. Do you think he's missing out on Ohio football tonight?
Probably. Miamisburg, I think that's like more central. I don't think they have good football there. Northeast Ohio is where the football is. So I do have a thought here of just something more I'd like to see Skenes do. And it's something that I think I talked about a lot with Rohanzi. Haven't seen him really go in on a lefty.
Okay.
I don't know that we've really seen that yet.
I feel like he was going away actually a lot.
Right. And I mean, that's something that gets taught pretty much until professional baseball is pound away, because people cannot hit an outside pitch. Everyone's very pull happy, especially lefties. In order to be a very good major league pitcher, you have to be able to pitch in, especially to a lefty. And I don't know that we've really seen him go in on lefties. Obviously, this year is just kind of a fun year. Like there, we see him
Yeah.
go in on righties, but you're not really seeing him get extended enough to be able to go into a lefty. It seems like it's very much heavy inside the righties, outside the lefties. He stays on one side of the plate. He can run the slider that way, but you need to be able to throw the four seam into a left-handed hitter.
Now, with that said, 2 ground outs. So he's pitched 1.2 so far. And with that said, he's at 23 pitches.
So a righty here, we're probably going to see a lot in.
Which there's the
Slider
cutter
in.
right there.
That was a slider.
There's a slider down away.
Slider away. So yeah, he can go slider away. He can do that to a lefty as well, but you got to be able to run something inside too.
And since our stream is behind, there is the 3rd strikeout.
We're like 2 pitches behind.
But we're witnessing the foul ball.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, the slider plays fast. Everything plays. Just location, location, location. Real estate, baby.
Walking off with a smile.
Yeah, so he's probably done.
So 2 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts. We were close.
Yeah. No, good to see him bounce back after the last outing.
Very efficient, 25 pitches.
Yeah.
Especially record 3 strikeouts in those 2 innings.
It's very sad that we are putting this much energy into a minor league pitcher that throws 2 innings every time out. This is our hope. This is our hope, man.
It is, but like it's also not. I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from. It's sad because there's the Pirates in September, and here we are. The main focus is on this 2 innings of Paul Skenes, right? But it is Paul Skenes. The whole debate, Dylan Cruz, Paul Skenes. Who's it going to be? It was always Dylan Cruz the entire way, right? It's almost like this generational talent, and Dylan Cruz, you can't miss. You have to take him. And this guy, Paul Skenes, just keeps working up. And it's like, damn, is this the next Steven Strasburg? You know, like, look at this talent as well as pitching. And then the Pirates went with the pitcher.
We sure as hell wouldn't be doing this for Max Clark.
I don't know. He might.
Yeah, we might. Speaking of, Doug, when do we start live look-ins on tomorrow bats?
We'll see how far we can take Andujar.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty soon our post games might be on the minor league teams.
You ain't joking.
But for real, I mean, Paul Skenes, when's the last time Pittsburgh had a talent like this that you get this excited about? I mean, Garrett Cole, I guess, right?
I'll be honest, I don't think Garrett Cole was on this level.
I don't either, but like that's probably the last one that you felt that it's close to this.
Yeah.
And then before Garrett, who?
Brian Bullington. No. Sean Burnett. Brad Lincoln.
So like I get it. This is why we're doing it. I mean, it's Paul Skenes. He's Showtime, baby. Ask Connor.
Right.
He's got the lady on his.
The stuff just jumps off the page. Like, he's gonna be good. It's not It's not a question of whether he'll be good or not, because I really do feel like he's going to be a good major league pitcher. What's the ceiling?
Well, what do you think the ceiling is?
Oh, the ceiling is Cy Young.
I mean, top 5 MLB pitcher, right? It's basically a ceiling.
Yeah.
Sure.
And honestly, I think the floor is probably just the number 3. Actually, the floor is probably a closer. If he becomes a closer, I'm gone. I ain't doing no more post-game shows.
It'll be a deadly ass close.
I'm not waiting another 12 years for Paul Skenes to pop up. If
What
they
makes you think
ruin
the
him,
Pirates will be in the standings to get him? Yeah, right. Like they won't.
I do think he's going to be at least a good major league pitcher. And I think if he becomes a good major league pitcher, it's going to be disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely see that. And it's just the unfortunate part of the state of the organization. He kind of has to be that dude. If he's not, I'm not saying you can't find success, but that's why you take this guy. We had Jim Callis on. Like when are the Pirates ever going to get an ace type pitcher? This is the way they can do it. So if he doesn't give you that, it's kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the end of the world.
No, it's the end of the world. It's Jover.
It's Jover.
But really, though, when we look back at the 1-1 pick of Henry Davis, I don't think we ever said he's going to be a superstar. Like, he's not going to win an MVP other than Jim. Jim might have said that. But we thought he'd be a good major leaguer.
Very, very high floor.
Right. Paul Skenes, they need him to be like he needs to be a superstar.
And it sucks. It really does. And I'm not saying it's going to happen this way by any means, right? But the big reason is what you're saying. But the secondary reason that's just a slight drop off from it is they didn't take Cruz. And if Cruz ends up being that, we know how Yinzers operate, especially Pirate fans. And if Skenes isn't that dude and Cruz becomes that dude, then it's really Jover.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if Paul Skenes turns into Mitch Keller, of what Mitch Keller is now,
Yeah,
that's a failure.
Again, it's not a bad pitcher. Keller's not a bad pitcher.
Failure.
But you really draft this guy because you need that guy when you go to the playoffs to say you are going to carry this team. We need that arm.
I got one for you. What if Paul Skenes does what Garrett Cole did in Pittsburgh?
That's a loaded question.
We'll throw out what
why
the team
it's loaded.
Did. Throw out what the team did.
That's part of it. It's like, I mean, obviously, if he does what Garrett Cole did, I still look at it as a success, but you still want more from Skenes. But to go back to why I said it's loaded, we now see what Garrett Cole could have done. And it's not because he didn't have the talent to do better in Pittsburgh, which again, he did very well in Pittsburgh. He just could have done what you were hoping Paul Skenes can give you as well. Like he could have done that. We see it. He's probably going to win a Cy Young this year.
Yeah. Like you can't get by. He can't be a 350 ERA guy.
He's got to be that dude.
Yep. Sounds like Skenes is out of the game.
Yep. Sean Sullivan replaces Paul Skenes. So there it essentially is. That is Paul Skenes' second start in Altoona. He does lower his ERA, Tyler, to a 13.50.
Ooh, baby.
So just like we talked about, he's got to be that dude. 13.50 ERA in AA.
It's Jover.
It's Jover. I mean, there's nobody replacing him as a 4.20 ERA.
Should have started this guy. Them Altoona fans are probably out there. What? Why didn't we start this guy? That was a guy.
And they got Julio Rodriguez. They got J-Rod on their team over there too. Skenes was too scared to face Julio Rodriguez. That's the lead.
It's a new title.
Well, do we want to wrap this up then? Since
considering we got to be on again in like 3 hours, probably.
You got some high school football to watch. I got some Pirates baseball to watch.
I'll be doing both.
Sure. So, I guess want to wrap this up. Any last words?
No, we'll see you later tonight.
Okay,
that's little Joe Buck action. We will see you later tonight.
Bye-bye.
Peace out, Scouts.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.